last month I did a Lifebrick Breaking Bad review of their 2-pack. A little bit of movie magic here, still have it in the packaging. But just talked about some of the different minifigures that I had for Breaking Bad. Lifebrick seems like they're the best. They got a lot of different detailing and cool accessories. Today we're going to be going over my newest Gus Fring minifigure. I do have this other random version that I got for free from somebody, but another 2-pack by Lifebrick in slightly different packaging, which is kind of cool, but also kind of interesting where it has one minifigure case for this one versus last week's, where again, like I showed, it is saran wrapped but has 2 different separate containers with the logos on all the different sides. This is going to be the same sort of style here, where it will be yellow instead though, and only one side has the 2 different minifigures printed on it, versus this one having the 2 minifigures and the Life logo. One is unprinted, and they have their logo on the backside. So kind of weird to see these being produced pretty much at the same time but having different packaging. I guess it probably makes sense accessory wise, but wanted to point that out while I still had both of these sealed in this video. And let's go ahead and check out the contents. Removing the saran wrap of Gus's packaging. Just got a quick take off the cardboard sleeve. A lot looser than the one that was on the Walt and Jesse pack. Getting the case off. You have 2 different cards. Or maybe this is a mistake. No, yes, it is how it's supposed to be. You get a numbered card for both minifigures, I think. Strange. Yeah, this must be a mistake. I don't think I should have 2 of these. So, oops. That's kind of funny. Looks like I was 1 off from having the funny number. That's a bummer. But we have both minifigures here. Looks like one of the hair pieces on Gus is turned there for some reason. Slots for the accessories. Very excited to check this out. Definitely needed a more detailed Gus to go with, you know, the Jesse and Walt I just got, obviously, but the CB one is hard to get of him, and will definitely be on the caliber of the Jocko one. So let's check these out on the stand. We'll start off with the hazmat type suit Gus here, since it is similar to the Breaking Bad minifigures I looked at in the last video, as I pointed out in the video, specifically more of Walt's suit, where this version also has the white strings instead of the bright orange ones that Jesse has. Other than the extra little bit of blood, it's going to be the exact same print all around, other than the arms again. Doesn't have the molded bigger gloves, just dark blue gloves for the hands. So printed arms there. It's nice to see them add the extra arm printing. Probably could have gotten past that and just added the red on the torso if they really wanted to. But of course, Lifebrick doesn't cut corners like that usually. Hairpiece very loose, something I noticed as I was getting out of the package, where it was loose in the packaging when it shipped. So that was unfortunate. And you just saw barely brushed it and flew off. Again, with the facial design being spot on, the gold for the glasses looks nice, has a nice reflection to it. And he's got an angry look. Extra little bit of line wrinkle above his eyebrow there, which is nice. It's unfortunate this head does not have an extra expression. We will see 2 different expressions for him on the other version of the minifigure. Forgot the accessory though, so let's pop that on. And that will be this molded box cutter, which looks very nice. You got a little bit of silver at the tip there with some nice shine. Actually sharp, so be careful with that. You might poke yourself a little bit. Fits very comfortably in the hand. You can even see it has the little dot there where you could hang it. So really thought about all the details there. And I do really like the scale of it. It is the right size. Like I said, it fits in the hand perfectly. Can't complain there. And you can use that to tie the scene together with all of them together. He obviously kills the one dude. Don't have a minifigure of him, but you could probably toss together some random fig barf. And I guess that's kind of all I have. Like I said, it's a repeat of the other 2 hazmat lab type suits. So nothing super exciting for me as somebody that has already reviewed these ones. Leg printing on these, obviously super good with the wraparound. Really like seeing the little bit of black, a little bit of that dark orange wrapping around all the way around the leg, just going over the basics while we're here. Inside of the legs has that extra shoe printing as well. Kind of interesting to see no side torso printing, which is fine. Don't really need it for these types of characters. And I already pointed out printed arms on this one, so a little bit above and beyond. Back torso printing with the basic lines. It is a pretty simple figure actually, with just basic line work. You know, the extra little blood splatter adds a little bit extra, especially on this version of the suit. But effective, works very well. Let's jump to the more iconic version of Gus, which of course is him in his more civilian clothing and what he would wear to his day job, I guess, at Los Pollos Hermanos. Interesting to point out that this torso is not actually that like bright yellow that Lego has made. It is a white torso printed yellow, so not sure why they weren't able to source this color of torso. To make these minifigures must have been too expensive, but just like the other Lifebrick ones, it's deceivingly simple, where it just has black printing for the collar, the tie, and some dark yellow for the pocket and wrinkles. Some printing on the arms as well. Sorry, I'll adjust the lighting a little bit so you can see that a little better without the glare. Again, simple but effective. You're getting that extra little bit of detail that is nice to see. Back, same sort of thing, black for the collar, wrinkles. Nice to see the belt continuing around. Let's see if the inside of the arms have that little bit of extra sleeve detailing continued around, and they do. So full wraparound printing for the arms. Great to see that. Hairpiece on this one is definitely a little bit tighter, where it's not going to fly off as much. Love that. So even more to be improved on this version of the minifigure. Looking at the legs, look at those. Just some nice khakis with some shoe printing. So these are going to be really easy to use for any sort of character, really. And I kind of pointed it out that the belt is wrapping around all the way. A couple of belt loops on the back. Nice to see those. And it looks like a little bit of metallic silver on the belt buckle there. Nice looking print. Loving all the fine detailing on this. Like I said, simple but effective. Shoes have a little bit of gray to show where the soles are for those. And just like the other figure, inside of the leg, it's also going to be printed. So you get complete 360 shoes. And as I pointed out, the facial expression on this version of the character is different, where this is the more customer service smiley look, and this was the very angry expression. I would have loved to have seen one of the two of this one also printed on the back of this one, just to have it. But we also get that third expression, which will switch around as well. But continuing this one, you know, eyebrows look great, the glasses, very fine detailing, love the gold. Turning it around, you get the much more neutral expression here. That little bit of wrinkle above his eyebrow shows up on this one too. Really liking the jowl design on all three of these. Definitely fitting for Giancarlo Esposito. Of course, it would have been kind of fun to get one of these heads without the glasses so you could toss it onto a Mandalorian minifigure, but obviously different theme, not something they're necessarily interested in, so I could see why they wouldn't want to toss that in. But this is a good option. That's why I kind of wish that the other head also had a double expression, so had more options, since I really like both expressions on this head, but I can only obviously have the one head on one minifigure, can't throw it on the other one as well, so that kind of holds me back as a collector and my options and what I can do with this. It does come with some accessories, mainly being a very cool custom molded Los Pollos Hermanos chicken bucket with two different inserts. Right now we have the meth, referencing the fact that he smuggles it in his delivery trucks inside of the chicken buckets. So kind of fun detailing there. The logo is a little hard to see, especially with the naked eye. If it's popping out a little bit on camera, I'll see if I can get it a little more in focus there. Accurate to the show, of course. Nice to see it. Looks like there might be a little smudge on the red. Oop. Probably making it a little worse by flinging it across the room. Try and get that out there. Oh, it was just dust. Using my new micro lens, so getting a little closer to the detail today. But lots of different colors there. Looks like the text is legible while we're at it. And I knocked the extra part out. There's a square in there, so when you insert it in, it doesn't just flop around and rotate. Makes it a little bit nicer. Same goes for the bottom of whatever you put in there. It has the square to fit it. So holds in pretty nice. There's a little bit of friction, but not too much that it's going to be a pain in the butt to get out. These are a little bit harder to get out since there's not like an easy surface to grab. And like I said, one more insert, so hopefully I can pop it out. Did that. And it's probably the more fun one. You can put in some fried chicken. Has some really nice texturing on it, especially for the scale. Did a good job. And like I said, this is his day job. So able to hide in plain sight, and loving the accessory, loving the simple design for this minifigure. All of these Lifebrick Breaking Bad minifigures that I picked up now. Super great additions to the collection, especially as somebody that loves the show. And with that being said, let's go to the comparisons and the final verdict. Just like the Jesse and Walt, it is nice. I do have another version of one of these minifigures to compare it to with this other brand that I got for free from somebody that I bought one of the other figures, tossed it in. But I also have this version of Gus. And isn't it nice that Lego is introducing so many different flesh colored plastics to give their human characters more variety and obviously more accurate skin tones, because the reddish brown here just doesn't look super great. Same goes for this lighter yellow. I know it is colored like that. It isn't the official lighter yellow Lego color, but the normal yellow from Lego just pops a little too much. I don't feel like it's natural color, so definitely much better here with the yellow they chose for this shirt. A lot more accurate, a lot more natural. So big fan there. And it is nice to complete the trio here of these characters from that scene. You know, a little morbid if you think about it, with the blood on him and all that. But very fitting. I do like all the facial expressions that they included. Like I said, though, would have been nice to have another head with some more neutral expressions so you can kind of swap them around. Of course, he ended up wearing different outfits throughout the show, so you could toss together more fig bars if you had extra heads. One thing I'll say, though, is kind of a bummer to see the inconsistencies with the hair molds here, how they don't fit super well on the one. This one's a lot better. There's a lot more clutch, but I would love to see the consistency between them. Accessory-wise, again, knockouts. Really like the bucket here. It's nice that you can swap out the top to change what's actually in there. Texturing on the chicken, like I said, my favorite. That's why I'm going to be using that in my display. And again, Lifebrick is killing it with all these minifigures, great likenesses, great accessories. And I'm glad that they are getting around to more of the side characters instead of just doing Walt and Jesse multiple times, since they've made these. I think this is the third iteration of their hazmat suits. So good to see the roster growing. Pointed out already in the last Breaking Bad video, these versions of the characters will fit in with your other companies that have Breaking Bad minifigures, whether it is some of the Citizen Brick stuff. Of course, Jocker Brick's amazing Saul Goodman, like I said last time too. So it's nice to blend minifigures together, even if it is different designs, different levels of detail. Love that in my collection. That's what I'm always going for. Definitely the case here as well. But let me know out of these 4 new Lifebrick Breaking Bad minifigures, which one is your favorite? I definitely think this version of Gus is up there, but the likeness on Walt definitely stands out too, and all of the accessories included with that 2-pack are great. I guess that would be one of the downsides. These are all 2-packs, so you had to buy twice as many minifigures if you only wanted one. I feel like in this case, some people would definitely prefer to only have the more civilian one. Walt and Jesse definitely make a lot more sense as a 2-pack, since most people wouldn't want to buy one or the other there, want to have the set. So, see it both ways. It is nice to have the option, but it is what it is sometimes. If you want to see more Lego Breaking Bad reviews or custom Lego videos overall, check out all the videos on my channel. I have been Brick Ready Up, and I'll see you in the next video.